focused message.
Hey, just wanted to let you know we finished the fund drive last week, and today is Friday. From time to time we do these $5 Fridays, but this is a little more than that because we didn't hit our goal. I kept telling you throughout the fund drive, we're not making it, and we didn't. Our goal was $200,000 for the 2 weeks. We hit $164,188. 2,450 people contributed. That's, it's a relatively small number of people who actually contribute to keeping this program on the air and all the other programs here on Free Speech TV. So I'm asking you to help out just a little bit. Just, go to freespeech.org. You can do it on the website and just make a contribution of whatever you can afford, whether it's, $5 a month or whether it's $5 one-off or 50 or 500 or whatever. We would appreciate that. And to try to incentivize you, I have a special treat, and that is Harry Truman in 1948 giving a talk, and I'm going to play this for a few minutes while you're hitting freespeech.org to make your contribution.
People know the Democratic Party is the People's Party, and the Republican Party is the party of special interests, and it always has been and always will be. I'd like to say a word or two now about what I think the Republican philosophy is, and I'll speak from actions and from history and from experience. The situation in 1932 was due to the policies of the Republican Party control of the government of the United States. The Republican Party, as I said a while ago, favors the privileged few and not the common everyday man. Ever since its inception, that party has been under the control of special privilege, and they concretely proved it in the 80th Congress. To field of labor, we needed moderate legislation to promote labor management harmony. But Congress instead passed that so-called Taft-Hartley Act, which has disrupted labor management relations and will cause strife and bitterness for years to come if it's not repealed, and the Democratic platform says it ought to be repealed. I tried to strengthen the Labor Department. The Republican platform of 1944 said if they were in power, they'd build up a strong Labor Department. You know what they've done to the Labor Department? They've simply torn it up. There's only one bureau left that's functioning, and they cut their appropriation on that, so it can't hardly function. I recommended an increase in the minimum wage. What'd they get? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I suggested that the schools in this country are crowded. Teachers aren't paid. That there are a shortage of teachers. One of the greatest national needs, more and better schools. I asked the Congress to provide $300 million to aid the states in meeting the present educational crisis. Congress did nothing about it. Time and again, I have recommended improvements in Social Security law, including extending protection to those not now covered, increase the amount of the benefits, reduce the eligibility age of women from 65 to 60 years. Congress studied the matter for 2 years but couldn't find time to extend increased benefits, but it did find time to take Social Security benefits away from 750,000 people. And they passed that over my veto. I've repeatedly asked the Congress to pass a health program. The nation suffers from lack of medical care. That situation can be remedied anytime the Congress wants to act upon it. Everybody knows that I recommended to the Congress a civil rights program. I did so because I believe it to be my duty under the Constitution. Some of the members of my own party disagree with me violently on this matter, but they stand up and do it openly. People can tell where they stand, but the Republicans all profess to be for these measures. But the Congress didn't fail to act. They had enough men there to do it, and they could have had cloture. They didn't have to have a filibuster. There were enough people in that Congress that would vote for cloture. everybody'd like to have low taxes. But we must reduce the national debt in times of prosperity. And when tax relief can be given, it ought to go to those who need it most, and not go to those who need it least, as this Republican rich man's tax bill did when they passed it over my veto on the third try.
There you go. So that's former President Harry Truman. Whoop, there we go. And that was the last 2 years of his term were, well, maybe it wasn't the last 2 years, but that was the 2 years where the Republicans had taken control of the House of Representatives and the Senate. And he had a real tough time, and that's when they passed Taft-Hartley that he was talking about. Anyhow, go to freespeech.org right now and make your contribution. Help us try to wrap up this fund drive. Thank you so much.